Hello everybody. Myself Kolyan Mukherjee. I am the Assistant Professor of Automobile Engineering Department of Dr. Sudhir Chandrasud Degree Engineering College. Today I am going to discuss about the true rolling condition and turning radius. And this will be our lecture number 15. Our subject name is Automotive Chassis 1 and subject code is AC1. Module number is 4. Module name is Steering System. Now coming to the lecture outcome, that after having this lecture, students will be able to derive the true rolling condition. Students will be able to derive the turning radius of all wheels. Students will be able to determine the turning radius of all wheels. These are the lecture outcome. Now coming to the lecture, that true rolling condition. So here you can see in this figure that a vehicle is taking a left turn. Okay, so the vehicle is taking a left turn, and here you can see small a is the track width of the vehicle, small c is the pivot center distance. Okay, theta is the inside lock angle, phi is the outside lock angle, and small b is the wheelbase. Okay, so here it is the instantaneous center point. This point is known as the I, that is the instantaneous center point. Okay, so again I am repeating that small a is the track width of the vehicle, small c is the pivot center distance, theta is the inside lock angle, phi is the outside lock angle, and small b is the wheelbase of the vehicle. Okay, and small a, that is track width. What is the definition of track width? What is track width? It is the distance between the center of the two wheels when the wheels are mounted on the same axle. Okay, so it is the distance between the center of the two wheels when these wheels are mounted on the same axle. Okay, and small b is the wheelbase of the vehicle. Wheelbase, it is the center distance between the two wheels when the wheels are placed onto the two different axle. Okay, so track width is the distance between the center of the two wheels when these two wheels are placed onto the same axle, and wheelbase is the center distance between the two wheels when these wheels are placed onto the two different axle. Okay, you can also define this wheelbase as it is the center distance between the front and rear wheel. It is the center distance between the front and rear wheel is known as the wheelbase of the vehicle. Okay, so it is the center distance between the front and rear wheel is known as the wheelbase of the vehicle. Okay, and track width, it is the center distance between the wheels which are placed onto the same axle. That is the center distance between the two front wheels or center distance between the two rear wheels. That is track width or small a. Okay, and pivot center distance is the distance between the steering pivot center of the front of the two wheels which are placed onto the same axle. Okay, so pivot center distance, it is the distance between the center of the pivot of the steering system which is mounted onto the same axle. Okay, and theta is the inside lock angle. So here you can see theta is the inside lock angle, that when the vehicle is taking a left turn, so here you can see theta is the inside lock angle and phi is the outside lock angle, because this angle is mixed with the outer side of this wheel. So that's why this angle is known as the outside lock angle, and this angle is known as the inside lock angle, because this angle which is made with the front wheels of the vehicle, and this angle front inner wheel of the vehicle. That's why this angle is known as the inner side lock angle, and this angle is mixed with the outer wheel of the vehicle. That's why this angle is known as the outside lock angle. Okay, so phi is the outside lock angle and theta is the inside lock angle. Okay, theta is the inside lock angle and phi is the outside lock angle. So here theta is the inside lock angle and phi is the outside lock angle. Okay. Now from the figure, so what will be the value of cot phi? From the figure, what will be the value of cot phi? Cot phi is just opposite to the tan phi. Okay, cot phi is reciprocal of the tan phi. Cot phi is the reciprocal of the tan phi. So tan phi, what is the formula of the tan theta? Tan theta means tan theta formula is perpendicular by base. Okay, tan theta formula is perpendicular by base. So for the cot theta, it will be reciprocal of the tan theta, so it will be base by perpendicular. So for the cot phi, the formula will be here base by perpendicular. What is the base? Base is here y plus c. Okay, base is here y plus c. Okay, and the perpendicular is here small b. Perpendicular is here small b and base is here y plus c. Okay, so you can see here for the cot phi, which is the reciprocal of the tan phi, and tan phi is equals to here b by y plus c. So that's why cot phi is the reciprocal of the tan phi. So we can write that cot phi is equals to here y plus c by b. So this will be our equation number 1. Okay, now coming to the cot theta. Cot theta, how to calculate the cot theta from here? Again, cot theta is the reciprocal of the tan theta. Cot theta is the reciprocal of the tan theta. Okay, so tan theta is equals to here b by y. Tan theta is equals to here b by y. Okay, so cot theta will be here y by b. So cot theta is equals to here y by b. Okay, so now from the equation number 1, we can write that cot phi is equals to y by b plus c by b. Okay, so from the equation number 1, we can write that cot phi is equals to here y plus c by b. So that's why we can write that y by b plus c by b. Okay, so cot phi is equals to here y by b plus c by b, and here this cot theta is equals to y by b. Cot theta is equals to here y by b. Okay, so cot phi is equals to cot theta plus c by b. So after all, it will be cot phi minus cot theta is equals to c by b. Okay, so again I am repeating that cot phi is equals to cot theta plus c by b. So this cot phi, if we simplify this term, then we will get cot phi minus cot theta is equals to here c by b. So this is the true rolling condition. Okay, this is the true rolling condition. This is the true rolling condition or perfect rolling condition for the vehicle. Okay, so it is the condition of the perfect rolling or true rolling condition for all four wheels of the vehicle. Okay, so it is the perfect rolling condition or true rolling condition of the vehicle of the for all four wheels of the vehicle. Okay, okay, now coming to the turning radius. Turning radius for here, RFI is the turning radius for the front inner wheel. RFO is the turning radius for front outer wheel. RRI is the turning radius for rear inner wheel. RRO is equals to turning radius for rear outer wheel. Okay, so again I am repeating that now coming to the turning radius, that is RFI is the turning radius for front inner wheel. RFO is the turning radius for front outer wheel. RRI is the turning radius for rear inner wheel. RRO is the turning radius for rear outer wheel. Okay, so now here you can see that from the figure, RFI is the turning radius for the front inner wheel. Okay, so here RFI is from the center, from this instantaneous center to the this point is known as the RFI. Okay, why it is RFI? Because this is the front inner wheel, this is the front outer wheel, this is the rear inner wheel, and this is the rear outer wheel. Okay, so when the vehicle is taking a left turn, the left side of the vehicle will be known as the inner side, and the right side of the vehicle will be known as the outer side. Okay, so when the vehicle is taking a left turn, the left side of the vehicle will be known as the inner side, and the right side of the vehicle will be known as the outer side. So here you can see in this figure that the vehicle is taking a left turn. So here it is the inner side. So that's why it will be, this wheel will be known as the front inner. This wheel will be known as the front outer. This wheel will be known as the rear inner, and this wheel will be known as the rear outer wheel. Okay. So again I am repeating that this wheel will be known as the front inner wheel. This wheel will be known as the front outer wheel. This wheel will be known as the rear inner wheel, and this wheel will be known as the rear outer wheel. Okay, so now we have to calculate the turning radius for all four wheels. So here RFI means the turning radius for the front inner wheel. So we have to measure the distance from the instantaneous center to the center of this wheel. Okay, that will, this distance will be known as the RFI. Similarly, RFO is the distance between the instantaneous center to the center of the wheel, center of this wheel. So this will be here RFO. Okay. Similarly, RRI is the turning radius of the inner rear wheel. Turning radius of the inner rear wheel. So you can see it that this is the distance between the instantaneous center to the rear inner wheel center. This will be here the, this will be here the rear inner wheel turning radius. Okay, and here it is the center from this wheel to the instantaneous center is known as the turning radius for the rear outer wheel. Okay, so first of all, how to calculate this RFI, RFO, RRI, RRO? RFI means rear front inner, rear front outer, rear inner, rear outer. Okay, so here, if this distance from the instantaneous center to the center of the wheel, if this from the instantaneous center to the up to this, up to this, if the distance is x. Okay, so if we consider here the sine theta, if we consider here the sine theta, then what is the formula of the sine theta? Sine theta is perpendicular by hypotenuse. Okay, perpendicular by hypotenuse. So here perpendicular is small b, perpendicular is here small b, that is small b is given here, and hypotenuse is here, here it is hypotenuse. We consider that hypotenuse is here x. Okay, so hypotenuse is here small x, and small b is the perpendicular. Okay, so small b is the perpendicular and small x is the hypotenuse. Okay, now so from here sine theta is equals to b by x. So b by x means b is the perpendicular and x is the hypotenuse. Okay, so from this equation we can calculate that x is equals to b by sine theta. Okay, so from this equation we can write that x is equals to b by sine theta. And now coming to this RFI, that is the turning radius for the front inner wheel. The turning radius for the front inner wheel will be here x minus a minus c by 2. So just look at the figure here. So here you can see x is the total distance from the center of the instantaneous center to the pivot center. Distance is here x. Okay, so if we consider the sine theta value, then the hypotenuse value will be here x. Hypotenuse value will be here x. So this distance up to, from this distance to the pivot center distance, this distance is known as the hypotenuse, and this distance is x. Just consider this distance is x. Okay, so then how to calculate RFI? RFI distance is from this instantaneous center to the center of this wheel. From this instantaneous center to the center of the wheel. Okay, instantaneous center to the center of the wheel, this distance is known as the turning radius for the front inner wheel. This distance will be known as the turning radius for the front inner wheel. Okay, so this distance will be here known as turning radius for the front inner wheel. So RFI, so RFI is equals to here, RFI is equals to here, this distance is, total distance is x, total distance is x. Now here you can see in this figure, track width is the distance between the center of these two wheels, center of these two wheels. Okay, and C is the pivot center distance of these two wheels. Okay, C is the pivot center distance of these two wheels. Okay, so now, so what is the distance of from here to here, from this center of the wheel to the pivot center? This distance will be here a minus c by 2. Okay, why? Because track width is the distance between the center of the two wheels. Okay, track width is the distance between the center of the two wheels, that distance is here small a. Okay, so if we subtract the pivot center distance from the track width, then we will get distance from the center of the wheel to the pivot center, again from the center of the wheel to the pivot center, from the both the side, for both the side. Okay, for both the side. So now for one side, for the one side it will be divided by 2, for one side it will be divided by 2, so that's why it will be here a minus c by 2. Okay, so that's why we can write here that here RFI is equals to x minus a minus c by 2. Okay, RFI is equals to here x minus a minus c by 2, and just put the value of x here. X is here b by sine theta minus a minus c by 2. So thereafter we will get that the value of RFI is equals to here b by sine theta minus a minus c by 2. Okay, b by sine theta minus a minus c by 2, that is the value of the turning radius for the front inner wheel. Okay, so this is the value of the turning radius for the front inner wheel. Okay, now coming to the similarly RFO. So now we have to calculate the value of RFO. So here you can see that for again similar things, RFO, this is the turning radius for the front outer wheel, and here the distance will be from the instantaneous center point, from this from this instantaneous center point to the center of this front outer wheel. Okay, so it is the distance between the instantaneous center point to the front outer wheel. Okay, so this is the distance between the instantaneous center point to the front outer wheel. So it is the distance between the instantaneous center point to the front outer wheel, instantaneous center point to the front outer wheel. Okay, so this distance will be here, this distance will be here for the RFO, this distance will be here RFO. Now this is the RFO. So here you can see that b by sine phi plus a minus c by 2. Okay, b by sine phi plus a minus c by 2. So how to calculate this b by sine phi? How this b by sine phi term comes here into this equation? How this b by sine phi term comes into this equation? Let's see here. Okay, so if we consider that this instantaneous center to the uh, instantaneous center to the pivot center, instantaneous center, from this instantaneous center to the pivot center distance is z. If we consider that the instantaneous center to the pivot center distance is z, then from this from the sine phi, what is the formula of the sine phi? Sine phi is equals to perpendicular by hypotenuse. So here it will be b by z. If we consider that the distance from the instantaneous center to the pivot center is z, okay, then the what is the formula of the sine phi? The formula of the sine phi will be here perpendicular by hypotenuse. Perpendicular is here small p. Okay, and hypotenuse is here z. Okay, so b by z is equals to sine phi. So from here we can write that Z is equals to B by sine phi. Okay, B by sine phi. So B by sine theta, sorry, B by sine phi, B by sine phi. So for that's why RA4 is equals to here B by sine phi plus A minus C by 2. Okay, so RA4, that is the turning radius for the front outer wheel. That's why we can write that B by sine phi plus A minus C by 2. This is the turning radius for the front outer wheel. This is the turning radius for the front outer wheel. Okay. Now we have to calculate the turning radius for rear wheels of the vehicle. Rear wheels of the vehicle. Okay, now we have to calculate the turning radius for rear wheels of the vehicle. Now for the turning radius, for calculate the turning radius for the rear wheel of the vehicle. So here for this case, tan theta is equals to, what is the value of the tan theta? First of all, what is the formula of the tan theta? Tan theta is perpendicular by base. Okay, so perpendicular is here small b, perpendicular is here small b, and base is here y. Okay, so perpendicular is here small b and base is here y. Okay, so here you can see that it is small b and it is y. Okay, so here tan theta is equals to b by y. Tan theta is equals to here b by y. Okay, b by y. Now y is equals to here, y is equals to here, y is equals to b by tan theta. So similarly, turning radius for the rear inner wheel. Similarly, the turning radius for the rear inner wheel, same, y minus a minus c by 2. Okay, for the turning radius for the rear inner wheel, RRI is equals to b by tan theta minus a minus c by 2. Okay, that is the turning radius for the rear inner wheel. Similarly, turning radius for the rear outer wheel will be same thing, that for the outer wheel it will be here positive. Okay, so for the outer wheel, b by tan theta plus a minus c by 2. Okay, so for the inner wheel, the rear inner wheel, the turning radius for the rear inner wheel is b by tan theta minus a minus c by 2, and turning radius for the rear outer wheel is RRO is b by tan theta plus a minus c by 2. Okay, so this is the turning radius for rear inner and turning radius for rear outer wheel. Okay, now it is the numerical. The wheelbase of a car is 2.7 meter and pivot centers are at 1 meter. The wheel track is 1.2 meter. Calculate the correct steering angle of the vehicle. Also calculate the turning circle radius of the outer front and inner rear wheel when the angle of the inner side lock is 40 degree. Okay, the wheelbase of a car is 2.7 meter and the pivot centers are at 1 meter. The wheel track is 1.2 meter. Calculate the correct steering angle for the inside lock of the vehicle. Also calculate the turning circle radius of the outer front inner rear wheels when the angle of the inner side lock is 40 degree. Okay, so first of all we have to note down that what data has given into this numerical. Okay, so first of all we have to note down that what data has given into this numerical. So what data has given? The wheelbase of the car is 2.7 meter. Wheelbase of the car is 2.7 meter. So small b is 2.7 meter given. Okay. Now coming to the pivot centers are at 1 meter. So small c is equals to 1 meter. Okay. The wheel track is 1.2 meter. So small a is wheel track, that is small a is equals to 1.2 meter. Okay. The correct steering angle of the vehicle for inside lock, that is phi, we have to calculate. Okay, and the outside lock that we have to calculate. First of all, phi inside lock angle theta is given as 40 degree. Okay, so simple things, just applying the formula. What is the formula for the true rolling condition? The formula is cot phi minus cot theta is equals to C by B. Cot phi minus cot 40 is equals to 1 by 2.7. Why it is 1 by 2.7? Because pivot center distance C is given as 1 meter and small b, that is the wheelbase, is given as 2.7 meter. Cot 40 is, if we solve this value of cot 40, then we will get that it will be here 1.19. So cot phi is equals to here 0.37037 plus 1.19, and if we simplify this term, then we will get that cot phi is equals to 1.56. Okay, so cot phi is equals to 1.56. So tan phi will be here reciprocal of the cot phi. Okay, so tan phi is the reciprocal of the cot phi. So tan phi is equals to here 1 by 1.56 is equals to 0.641. Okay, so tan phi is equals to here 0.641. So phi is equals to here 32.65 degree. Okay, so phi is the 32.65 degree, that is the outside lock angle. Okay, now coming to the now we have to calculate the uh, turning circle radius for the outer front and inner rear wheel. Now we have to calculate the turning circle radius for outer front and inner rear wheel. Okay, so here outer front is ROF, that is the turning circle radius for the outer front is given as given by this equation, B by sine phi plus A minus C by 2. Okay, so ROF is equals to B by sine phi plus A minus C by 2, that is the turning radius for outer front wheel. Okay, turning radius for outer front wheel is given as B by sine phi plus A minus C by 2, and here ROF is equals to, if we put all the values into this equation, if we put all the values into this equation, then we will get that small b, that is wheelbase value, is 2.7, phi is 32.65, so sine 32.65 plus A minus C by 2, A minus C is here 0.2 by 2. So from here, if we simplify this, then we will get that ROF is equals to 5.1045 meter. Okay, so ROF, that is the turning circle radius for the outer front wheel, will be here 5.1045 meter. Okay, 5.1045 meter, that is the turning circle radius for the outer front wheel. Now coming to the turning circle radius for the inner rear wheel. Turning circle radius for the inner rear wheel. Okay, the formula will be for the turning circle radius for the inner rear wheel is B by tan theta minus A minus C by 2. Okay, turning circle radius for the inner rear wheel, the formula is here B by tan theta minus A minus C by 2. Okay, just put all the values into this equation. B is 2.7, tan theta is tan 40 degree, minus A is 1.2, C is 1 by 2. Okay, so if we simplify this, then we will get that RIR is equals, that is the rear, that is the turning radius of the inner rear wheel is 2.7 by 0.84. If we solve this, if we solve the tan 40 degree, or if we put the value of tan 40 degree, the value of tan 40 degree is here 0.84. Okay, so 2.7 by 0.84 minus 0.2 by 2, and after simplifying this, we will get that RIR, that is the turning radius for inner rear wheel, is 3.114 meter. Okay, 3.114 meter. So sorry, so this is the turning radius for inner rear wheel. Okay, this is the turning radius for inner rear wheel. Okay, so all that has calculated, that is the outside lock angle has calculated, that is 32.65 degree angle. Turning radius for outer front wheel has calculated 5.1045 meter. Turning radius for inner rear wheel has also calculated, that is 3.114 meter. Okay, these all data has calculated, all things has calculated. Now coming to the assignment which you have to solve. Okay, a motor car has a wheelbase of 2.743 meter. Okay, a motor car has a wheelbase of 2.743 meter and pivot center of 1.065 meter. The front and rear wheel track is 1.217 meter. Okay, so the front and rear wheel track is 1.217 meter. So we have to calculate the correct steering angle of outside lock angle and a turning circle radius of front outer and rear inner wheel when the angle of inside lock is 40 degree. Okay, so for the hint section I am just giving out that what data has given. Uh, I'm just telling you. So a motor car has a wheelbase is 2.743 meter, that is wheelbase is given, small b is given as 2.743. Pivot center is 1.065, that is small c is given as 1.065. The front and rear wheel track is 1.217 meter. Okay, front and rear wheel track is 1.217 meter. That has given 1.217 meter. So that is small a is given. Okay, calculate the correct steering angle of outside lock angle. So we have to calculate the phi. Okay, and the turning circle radius for the front outer, it means ROF we have to calculate. Inner rear, it means RIR we have to calculate. And also the another data is given is that inside lock angle, that is theta has given is 40 degree. Okay, so this data has given, so you have to solve this numerical. Thank you. Thanks for listening my lecture. Thank you.